Do you still love liberty and dignity?
I'm Joe. I'm a physician, and like Graham Paul,
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from New York. I'm a fan of Ron Paul, and I'm here to check out to see what his son is about.
My name is Mike. I'm here for the Yow, trying to get signatures and stuff, so it's going to be fun.
So today's a special day that Rand Paul's in New York City for his second visit since, or first visit since he won the primaries. And we're really psyched. He's totally a limited government, spot on with civil liberties issues, and we're very psyched that he's here, and hopefully he'll win in November and be a senator that represents the true American.
My name's Mike Wallace. I'm from Bowling Green, Kentucky. I just wanted to come up here and help Rand have a big get-together in New York. I think it's really important. It's going to be really big news after November. And I think Rand is running a really good campaign. He's got enough in the bag for me to step out of the state for a little bit. He's got a lot of good people down there helping him. And so hopefully we'll have a good time tonight.
Now I know there are plenty of people out there who are worried about labels. I ran as a Republican, a conservative, an Independence Party, and a Libertarian Party member because all four of those groups have one thing in common. Government needs to get the hell out of our lives. Our founding fathers came here and set up a constitutional republic.
We had a little election down in Kentucky. And after the election, my wife thought I had a big head because we had such a big victory. And so she gave me a little poem by Emily Dickinson. And it says, "Fame is the bee. It has a song, it has a sting, ah, too, it has a wing. I think I've heard the song, I know I've felt the sting. And I may be ready to have a little bit of a wing, you know, maybe a little bit of distance from it." You know, when I think of a politician, I think of what Eliot wrote about putting on a face to meet the faces that you meet. That may be my problem. I just don't know how to do it. What you see is what you get.
So my name is Angel Robinson. A lot of you know me. I've been a member of the New York City meetup group for a long time, since 2007. I think my story is a lot like everybody else's here, or a lot of people here. I watched the 2007 presidential debates, and the light bulb went off.
I think the most important thing that has ever happened in the history of the United States happened during the Ron Paul campaign. Why? Because finally, cells of people all over this country woke up to the message that liberty comes first.
I think that Rand Paul in the Senate is a huge win for the liberty movement. It scares the shit out of the establishment.
So yes, don't trust all the parties, but we have to rally around together to make a new party dynamic. And that new party dynamic is Republicans, conservatives, independents, and libertarians. Tea Party types, Campaign for Liberty types, people who are going to come out and say, "Don't tread on me." That's the way you win campaigns, by sticking together.
It's going to be a big year. There's going to be a lot of new faces up there. I plan on going up to shake things up, not to join the group. And if if it's any indication, I can tell you that my favorite old movie is Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. There will be times that we try to tie them up. I think there will be a discussion on a balanced budget. There will be a discussion. We will force them to talk about it. And there will be someone in Washington who once again believes in limited government. Thank you very much for coming.
Some of the bills that are coming. The bills? Well, yes, sir. Otherwise, I'm just a Christmas tiger, like they said.
Jeff, these bills are put together by legal minds after long study. Well, I can't understand half of them myself, and I used to be a lawyer.
You see, boys forget what their country means by just reading The Land of the Free in history books. When they get to be men, they forget even more. Liberty's too precious a thing to be buried in books, Miss Saunders. Men should hold it up in front of them every single day of their lives and say, I'm free to think and to speak. My ancestors couldn't, I can. And my children will.
What does the gentleman want of this body? I'll tell you what I want, sir. I want a chance to talk to people who'll believe me. The people of my state, they know me, and they know Mr. Taylor, and when they hear my story, they'll rise up and they'll kick Mr. Taylor's machine to kingdom come. All right, sir, I guess I'll just have to speak to the people of my state from right here. And I'll tell you one thing, that wild horses aren't going to drag me off this floor until those people have heard everything I've got to say, even if it takes all winter.
Half of official Washington is here to see democracy's finest show, the filibuster. The right to talk your head off. The American privilege of free speech in its most dramatic form. The least man in that chamber, once he gets and holds that floor by the rules, can hold it and talk as long as he can stand on his feet.
I always got a great kick out of that part of the Declaration of Independence. Now, you're not going to have a country that can make these kind of rules work if you haven't got men that have learned to tell human rights from a punch in the nose.
Great principles don't get lost once they come to light. They're right here. You just have to see them again.
I guess this is just another lost cause, Mr. Payne. He said once they were the only causes worth fighting for. And you know that you fight for the lost causes harder than for any others. Yes, you even die for them. Like a man we both knew, Mr. Payne.
Well, I'm not licked. And I'm going to stay right here and fight for this lost cause. Even if this room gets filled with lies like these. And the Taylors and all their armies come marching into this place. Somebody will listen to me.